So here's the prosecutor who lost the case, by the way. Prosecutor couldn't... Guy on tape with the 911 saying these motherfuckers always get away. Don't go get him. I'm going. He's got a gun. Unarmed kid. Kid ends up dead. Can't get a conviction in that case. Can't get a conviction in that case. You think she's humiliated, right? She would be humiliated, the prosecutor in that case, who was in charge of prosecuting George Zimmerman. Here's her news conference.
We have done our best to assure due process to all involved, and we believe that we brought out the truth on behalf of Trayvon Martin. Our hearts, as always, go out to our victim's family and to all victims of crime. But as long as they know that there will always be prosecutors fighting for the truth, I think that victims will continue to rely on this justice system.
Yes, because they're not going to go to that other justice system. They're going to keep using your justice. You know, people, when they're victims of crime and their kids get killed, they're going to still use the American justice system. Yeah. We've been trying to use the Mars justice system for a while, which is where you apparently fucking just came from. You should be humiliated. Yeah, let's move on. Let's try not to be bitter that we let a murderer go free. It's not let's just smile and let's just... could she be more out of touch? Are you kidding me? No wonder they lost.
Yeah, again, it's about it's attitude, you know.
Yes.
Like it's about everything about that is inauthentic, and that use our justice system. No, like you the Time Warner justice system, but I'm going to switch to Comcast,
right?
Because it has more on-demand justice options. That's absurd.
It's just like cable. You're stuck with this system. You can't switch to another system.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, you can't switch.
Yeah, I'm staggered by it, and I'm staggered by her attitude. I don't understand. People don't get what Americans respond to. Like, I feel like I should be in PR. Like, be authentic. Those jurors, if George Zimmerman's lawyers had been not contrite, they don't have to apologize for their client. They get to say he didn't do it, and we defended a guy who didn't belong in prison. This is a terrible tragedy. Nobody's celebrating tonight. If she goes, this was a hard case to prove, and I'm frustrated by that.
Yes.
And I feel like I let that family down. I did the best I could, but I feel like I did the best I could.
We let them down. I let them down.
I'm really disappointed.
This is a sad day for American justice when we can't prove that an unarmed kid has a right to be alive and walk home with Skittles in his mouth.
She's like fucking Joel Osteen. You know?
She's She's reacting the way I react when I'm having a bad show in a shitty club, right? I'm up there going, hey, you know what? I get paid the same whether I do well or not. And that's how she's reacting. Look, I make the same money whether I win or I don't, okay? You guys got to come to me, you're fucked. I'm the only show in town. That's it, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
The platitudes just make it worse.
That's right, the platitudes.
Like it hurts just what happened. Hurts bad enough. Then she gets up there and it's just as bad as the other side saying he never should have been tried, and she's saying don't riot. Make sure you don't riot.
Make sure, yes.
Right, because I don't want to work next weekend. You know, don't you hate it when you tell someone something honest that's maybe going on in your life? I don't know. You know, I just wish I'd be able to have a meaningful conversation with my mom. You know, and the other person just follows with nothing but platitudes.
Right.
You know, oh, your mom. You know, she was there for you when you were a kid. It's important. You're like, fuck
they did the best they could.
They did the best they could. I'm like, why are we?
Thanks.
Fuck
You're
you.
right. Why ever have a real conversation?
Right.